Looks like we have a new week for weekly parkours on our hands. No clue what it is. I literally just got back home from exhibition. She ended at 7. Just got home as of recording this. Took my stuff off. Immediately went to go check out the new weekly, and that looks new. Okay, wait, my lens is getting a little foggy. Okay, that should be good enough for now. Okay, I'm immediately gonna check out the practice because you know what we're gonna have to do here. I want to have a slight sense of what I need to do before I even start it. So I'm just gonna waddle up. Practice challenge. Looks like we're doing. Okay, that's pretty simple. Okay, that's actually pretty simple. Okay.
Because
I have. Okay, let me just make sure I have things like bubble on, ghost on,
Yes, I can.
Okay, I guess that doesn't work. Fun. Though bubble did work, so that's fine.
Dude, while I got off, I completed the last 4. So who do you think should take this?
Okay, wait, whoa, whoa, that is so fast. Hold the fuck up.
Bro, last week was easy. I didn't even know they had
That is so fast. I didn't press it yet. I'm just checking it out, I guess, even though I meant to press it. Dude, the bumps there. The bumps make it impossible to initiate a carve. Okay, bye. Give me a second. Okay. I need to figure out how I'm going to initiate a carve when I'm constantly leaving the ground. Because, fun, I'm constantly leaving the ground. And they don't teach you how to do that shit vertically. They only teach you how to do it when you're on the ground. Not on a wall, not that shit. They don't teach you how to do it the way they give you a basic premise. They don't teach you how you're meant to do it in the actual weekly. But I'm constantly leaving the ground. How am I going to... First thing, figure out how to carve when you're not on the ground. Figure out how to carve in air because you're constantly leaving the ground on this. Because you're going so fast, plus the slanted surface means you're constantly getting launched up so very slightly, meaning you're constantly leaving the ground, meaning, congratulations, you're not activating a carve. They needed to carve when you're in the air. You can't fucking do that. You can't carve when in the air. But yet they expect you to, because the way that this is just made. If this is repeating a number 9, weekly 9, where it's fine, other than the fact it's just built wrong, so it's way too inconsistent, where sometimes you're allowed to activate a carve, sometimes you're just straight up not allowed to. I don't understand how you're meant to do this. Then after you can manage to do that, you have to then launch yourself over here. Then you have to do it actually on a wall, perfectly fucking vertical. Staying on that wall, doing a big ass wall carve, launching yourself onto this. Doing it finally one last time, purely horizontally, which is incredibly easy. Okay, the only tips I can give for you is 1, get good at carving. 2, learn how to carve in the fucking air, I guess. And 2, learn how to quickly carve while you're going Mach fucking 20 on walls. And being able to transfer your hands without getting away from the walls, which is much harder than you think it is. Like, it's stupidly easy to start up this first one. But the second one, you're gonna be hitting that wall. Because it is extremely difficult to set up a second carve on this. Even though I had my hand in position, going backwards, it didn't initiate a carve, meaning I didn't actually get to move. I just continued moving in a straight line. Wow, this is annoying. This one's just annoying, I swear if it's for something like I don't recognize those eyes. To be fair, it could just be from... To be fair, they could have just been purchased in Spark Supplies, but it could also be this weekly is just for a fucking pair of optics. Most weeklies aren't any better, but at least they give you a pattern and a cool pattern and a color scheme. If I'm correct, and this one just gives you a pair of optics, that you get something that people aren't even going to notice most of the time. Let me check the Discord real quick. Oh yeah, it's just for that set of Angie optics. That's what you get from learning how to carve in air and being able to perfectly transfer a wall carve. Which I'm trying to do and it's just not working. And these people have already done it. Note how long this weekly's been out. I know I'm probably gonna be late to the party. Okay, with just a little bit of practice, it's fine. You just need to make sure you have enough speed to actually make the jump. This part is incredibly simple if you're not actually stupid. You don't even need to carve in this, you can literally just run. And you complete that part. I feel like the part you really need to practice put most of your time into is that. As you need to have speed. You can't slowly climb yourself up with a very slight incline because you need to make that really big jump, which cannot be done if you're going slow. So you need to be carving to have the speed. You might be able to get away with that. No, you won't, because you need to have the bonus speed for this. But then again, you're constantly bouncing. I feel like if there's any weekly they need to fix halfway through the week, it's gonna be this one. Simply from the fact that it is not built in a way that makes sense for you to be able to complete. Because you're being constantly bounced into the air during a part where you're going incredibly fast and need to carve. You can't carve in air, as I've said before. It's literally impossible. But they require you to do it twice. Technically 3 times, because you need to do a bonus carve just to be able to get the height necessary. The little bonus height to be able to make the jump. So they need you to do it in something that, by all accounts, is fucking impossible 3 times. Back to back to back. So you need to... I have no tips other than just practice this part specifically. Bro! Dude, the fucking overhang. Just fucking 1 foot long overhang that appears 1 foot later disappears. Oh, I guess if you do that absolutely perfectly, you can get away with tapping this hop. But I don't know. This one just seems bullshit. Similar to week 9. And I hate week 9. It's the only weekly that I literally posted a video on how I don't like it. Because it's just not built correctly. It's built in a way that doesn't teach you what you need to do. Okay, so if you were to say, tap to top, you could probably retreat to over here. And then if you do your jump perfectly, you could probably barely squeeze past this, maybe?
No, that's some bullshit, bro. I was on there and then like...
Dude, that is tough. Because there's no way you're making it up here. You have to be literally perfect. And incredibly... You not only need to be perfect, you also need to be incredibly lucky to be able to get up to this point without losing any speed. Or at least hitting something.
So why am I going so fast?
So I'm trying to see if there's a way to be able to make this jump without needing boost.
I'm calling new
Or needing the incredible speed from this boost panel. So you hit this, you can easily climb up here.
Oh my god.
Bro, I pressed the mute button and the ghost button on this damn thing.
How did that go?
Look at this, ghost all. Mute all?
Yeah, it's all about one.
Yeah, no, they don't get muted. The mute all button doesn't mute. The ghost all button barely... Yes, it ghosts everyone as intended. But then if someone joins, they don't get ghosted, which I feel like, yeah, they'd have to do some pretty good coding. Also, I was able to make it like this. Okay, so if you just do a really long, wide carve right there, you can do it. So I might be able to do it. I'm gonna give it a couple of attempts in this, because this part's easy. You can if you can get past the first initial carve there, you can easily climb up and then do a big old carve right there.
Bro. She's not transvegan. She's not. What do you think?
Oh shit. Okay. Okay, wow, I actually managed to do that part. Okay, don't know how I did it, but I missed one. Oh, what? I was stuck on the wall. Excuse me, Gabe, you actually froze me on a wall. This shit ain't Gorilla Tag. I don't have sticky hands. This shit is... I have wheels on my hands. Yeah, if anyone joins, they automatically don't get ghosted. And then the mute all button just straight up doesn't work on that. On the ARIA lens. Which is something they do need to fix up. I glad they actually give you a practice for a bullshit challenge, unlike week 9. Still making this the most bullshit. Still making week 9 the most bullshit, because it does not teach you what you need to do whatsoever. On top of being just built wrong. This one is just shit built wrong. This one doesn't feel fair to play.
Can anyone teach her to do this?
This one just doesn't feel fair to play.
Oh my god, bro, I keep getting stuck on the thing. I got like no speed, bro. Okay. Can anyone teach her to do this?
Bro, that was such a long delay. The timer kept on ticking. What? What the fuck? I gained much more speed there. Why did I say the much like that? I gained much more speed than I should have there.
I'm gonna walk. How do you go to settings and put this? Yeah,
Yeah, everything's on that clock, dude. Tap this. Bro, my hand? Hello, hand? Can you actually not disappear? I thought we went over this hand. Hello. Okay, my ear. Being special.
Get out my personal bubble, you bitch.
Bro, the mute button just
Alright,
doesn't
everybody's
work.
out my personal bubble.
Cheeseburger in your name, you like men.
Like, brother, people can be speaking.
First week at Matthew probably would be able to.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't have a lot to talk about, so yeah, the RL lens completely broken, does not work as intended. You can still turn on your bubble just fine. How did I miss that? I went underneath it. You can still ghost people, but if anyone new joins, they won't be ghosted. The ghost on the safety on the board, not the RL lens, also automatically turns on mute. So it's weird how mute and ghost are two completely different options, and ghost does not turn on mute. Okay. Yep, proven. That is possible without having the ungodly speed. Okay, that's the second time that I've made it here. That's the second time in a row of the 2 attempts that I made it there that I got frozen in that spot. Like, legitimately frozen, could not move, couldn't fall, gravity did not exist. Hello, I'm trying to press the button, it doesn't want to press. What the? People are saying pretty easy, but are they experiencing the glitch where they just straight up can't fall in the last actually somewhat difficult segment? Okay, what the fuck? I don't even know what happened there. I can't even explain. I just had a skill issue. Like, if I can manage to beat it, I'm probably going to use it as my APIs, as it will show exactly how I feel for a lot of weeklies. Anger. Because they're either incredibly easy with a really good pattern, or insanely difficult with something that's kind of shit. Like, like, bro, you're just making the good patterns have way too many people having them because you're giving them to easy challenges, like the flame pattern with things like week 6 and week, so it wasn't week 9, it was week 10. No, not week 10, week 8. things like week 6 and last week, giving the really cool looking flame pattern to really easy challenges, arguably the literal easiest that the game has had. And you're giving things like, and you're giving the literal hardest challenges in the game optics. Like, bro, hardly anyone's gonna notice that you have an optic unless it is entirely of the color. This one is primarily black. Like the teardrop, like the onion tear was noticeable because of its incredibly unique shape, along with it being very easy to spot. This one isn't that easy to spot. Plus having just a angry look to it, so it's not. And along with the spark supplies, people are just gonna with the spark supplies change in the parkour update on Friday last week. People think that was something you could purchase from Spark Supplies. Instead of a legitimate optic, you had to earn from a legitimately difficult challenge. But why am I? This is possible. It's just not consistent. So yeah, if you can learn how to do that consistent, please tell me in the comments. I think I'm just gonna call it here though. This is just annoying. Goodbye. Please subscribe, comment if you can figure out a way to do that jump right there more consistently. Goodbye. See you tomorrow, I guess. Little added thing, of course the literal first attempt I do off camera, I win. Of course it's a literal first attempt I do off camera. Bro, what the fuck? I got that reverse YouTuber shit. YouTubers be getting all that crazy shit right on camera. Nah, I got that crazy shit off camera. What the fuck? Like, I beat it. First attempt off camera. This isn't even a joke. 40 seconds. Second fastest time in that. Let's go check out the new optics, cause yay. Cause they made it that you get the new shit from weekly immediately. Sucks out a literal closest area to the weekly area is right over here, 2 districts away. Oh. Optics. It's this. It's neat. Should I replace my sleepy? Should I continue eepy? Or should I get angy? I don't know. I guess it's also something to the comments to decide. I got really lucky since not being frozen. And also being able to keep most of my speed, making that second jump incredibly easy. Okay, truly now, goodbye. Tell me if there's any way to make it more consistent, because I will probably be posting a video about how to make this slightly more consistent, because it's very inconsistent for now. Sometime in the future, and please subscribe and all that other YouTuber junk. Goodbye for real now. See you tomorrow.